the desert don't bury a man. It just slowly folds him into its breath, till he becomes part of the dust that raised him. He rode out on a blood-red dawn, coat torn by the claws of 1,000 sins. The tracks behind him faded quick, like memories swallowed by the wind. A saloon door creaked in the distance, whispering tales of the life he left, and the church bell, long since broken, rang only in the silence of his chest. When the desert carried him home, it held him like a mother made of stone. Dust on his bones, prayers in his throat, a wandering soul with nowhere left to go. When the desert carried him home, he finally claimed what the world let wrong. A ghost rolled by with hollow eyes, dragging chains made of every lie he told. The moon hung low like a judgment brand, burning truth into the outlaw soul. He knelt beside a nameless grave, felt the cold of the life he threw away, and the sand rose up around his boots as if trying to pull him back to yesterday. When the desert carried him home, it whispered, son, you're not alone. Blood in the dirt, sins in the smoke. The West don't forgive, but it don't let go. When the desert carried him home, it claimed him like a story carved in stone. And in the stillness, he felt her hand, the one he lost to the fire in the Badlands. Her voice drifted through the dunes, soft as a ghost light of a dying moon. When the desert carried him home, the sky broke wide with a morning glow. His shadow fell, his spirit rose, a final breath in the undertow. If redemption ever called his name, they called it on that desert plain, where the earth laid claim and carried him home again. And that's how the desert keeps his dead. Quiet, dusty, and never truly gone. If you ever hear thunder in a place with no rain,
turn back, 'cause that's the sound of the lost riding again. The canyon walls were carved by sorrow, etched by every outlaw's final scream. And when the wind rushed through its hollows, it woke the dead from their broken dreams. He rode in where the shadows gathered, where the sun refused to touch the stone, and every hoofbeat cracked like lightning, a warning to leave that place alone. There's thunder in the canyon of the lost, echoes of the damned who never rest. Dust in the air, screams in the rocks, sins beat loud inside a haunted chest. Thunder in the canyon of the lost, where the west reveals its darkest test. A trail of skulls led deep inside it, half buried under centuries of dread. Whispers crawled along the canyon floor, speaking crimes of the long-shot dead. He felt the weight of invisible riders, shadows keeping pace beside his path, each one burned by their own mistakes, each one doomed to eternal aftermath. There's thunder in the canyon of the lost, rolling like a curse carved in stone. Blood in the dust, fear in the wind, no soul returns from here alone. Thunder in the canyon of the lost, where darkness claims what it's owed. And in the roar he heard a voice, soft trembling, begging him to stay. A memory caught between lightning cracks, a love he'd buried far away. But thunder don't soften for heartbreak, and ghosts don't fade for tears unshed. They circle close like hungry wolves, guiding living men toward the dead. There's thunder in the canyon of the lost, rising wild in a final blaze. If redemption waits beyond the cliffs, it's hidden deep inside that maze. Thunder in the canyon of the lost, and he rides on through its endless haze. Some canyons hold echoes. This one holds destinies. And tonight, its calling is. They say dead man's ridge don't echo no more, except when his boots touch the dirt. Then the whole canyon remembers. He rode in on a storm-born silence, a shadow stitch from dust and bone. The canyon winds bend low around him, as if afraid to face him alone. Old graves line the ridge like warnings, crosses trembling in the ghost-like gloom. And every step a stallion carried felt like a heartbeat carved in doom. He's the last horseman of Deadman's Ridge, a name the night won't dare to speak. Blood on the rocks, fate in his eyes, dragging the weight of the lost and the weak. He's the last horseman of Deadman's Ridge, and judgment rides behind his street. Say he made a pact with midnight, traded soul for a second breath. Now the spirits follow in his shadow trail, caught between vengeance and death. His coat is torn by ancient gunfire, his gaze burned cold by the frontier sin, and the ghosts of every outlaw fallen march in the dust that circles him. He's the last horseman of Deadman's Ridge, a legend born from the dying flame. Dust in his wake, thunder in his stride, haunted by every forgotten name. He's the last horseman of Deadman's Ridge, and hell itself remembers his claim. Stillness he hears her whisper, the woman he swore he'd save that night. But the ridge collapsed, the fire rose high, and her voice vanished into the fight. Now he carries her through every twilight, a weight no bullet could ever kill, a promise etched into his spirit, a vow the darkness forces him to fulfill. He's the last horseman of Deadman's Ridge, riding hard through a bloodshot sky. If redemption stands at Canyon's end, it's a truth he's scared to ride by. He's the last horseman of Deadman's Ridge, and he'll stay that way till the day he dies. Some ridges hold gold, others hold graves. Deadman's Ridge, it only holds him. Some say the sun sets gentle on the righteous. But for men like him, it burns the truth clean, till only bones remain to tell the tale.
He walked beneath the sky of burning red, boots cracking over land that never forgives. Heat shimmered like ghosts rising from the sand, echoes of the lives he failed to outlive. A ruined chapel leaned into the twilight, its cross twisted like a rusted spine, and every step felt heavy with memory as the wind whispered sins that once were mine. Bones beneath the burning horizon, names forgotten by the world above. Dust in the wind, blood in the soil. The West don't barter mercy for love. Bones beneath the burning horizon, calling out from the ashes thereof. A grave of stone shaped by the desert, half hidden under embers of golden light. You heard the murmurs of the restless falling, stirring awake with the coming night. The earth around him breathed like a warning, a pulse of the dead under fractured ground. And the fire glow painted shadows behind him, shadows shaped like the men he gunned down. Bones beneath the burning horizon, staring back with a hollow tone. Ash in the air, sins in the open. The frontier never leaves the damned alone. Bones beneath the burning horizon, rising up when the daylight's gone. He felt her name burn through the silence, the one he lost to the flames of sin. Her voice drifted soft through the desert heat, like a prayer carved in the howl of the wind. And he knew no sunrise could save him, no promise could mend what he'd become. For a man carries hell in his footsteps, when running from the ghosts he can't outrun. Bones beneath the burning horizon, glow blood red in the final light. If salvation waits across the wasteland, it waits on a road he may not survive tonight. Bones beneath the burning horizon, and soon his own will join their quiet side.
the desert keeps the truth, and every bone beneath it remembers. They say every outlaw leaves a trail, but some burn so hot, all that's left behind is ash and memory.
Walk the ridge at the edge of midnight, where smoke curled up like a dying breath. Blueprints fading in the charcoal dirt, marks of men who gamble life with death. Old campfires whispered broken stories, embers glowing like eyes that never blink. And the wind carries secrets of bullets and blood, of riders brought closer to hell than they think. On ash trails where outlaws sleep, the dust remembers every vow they keep. Ghosts in the fire, sins buried deep. The West don't forget the souls it reaps. Ash trails where outlaws sleep, where silence is the only thing that speaks. A burned up saddle laid by pine stump, charred leather cracked like a dying plea. You touched it gentle, heard the echo of a gunshot carved in history. Further down lay a rusted spur, glinting faint in the moon's cold tide. And a shadow crossed behind him slowly, a rider with no horse to ride. On ash trails where outlaws sleep, moonlight trembles over secrets they keep. Smoke in the air, truth in the heat. The frontier buries what it cannot keep. Ash trails where outlaws sleep, where the restless dead still creep. He swore he saw her in the cinders, the woman he lost to a firestorm night. Her silhouette danced in the burning haze, fragile as a prayer he failed to write. And every step he took toward her pulled him deeper into yesterday, into the ashes of every promise, broken into a flame that won't fade away. On ash trails where outlaws sleep, the past rises up from the shadows steep. If redemption waits at the canyon's keep, it's guarded by ghosts who forever weep. Ash trails where outlaws sleep, and tonight he walks where they all sink deep, deep. When the fire dies slow, the West lays down its dead, and
the ash keeps their stories warm. The road was quiet that night. Just me, the dust. And a lantern fighting to stay alive from the cold wind. Footprints fading on a dying trail. Old moon hanging like a ghost grown pale. Saddle creaks soft like a worn out plea. Every mile whispering what's left of me. Chapel ruins watching from the ridge above. Stained by sins, no preacher speaks of love. Lantern trembling in my shaking hand, guiding me home through this hollow land. Fading lanterns on the final road. Dust on my boots from the sins I owe. Whiskey in my blood, prayers running low. Chasing redemption where the cold winds blow. Singing in a distant cry. Echoes drifting like a farewell sigh. Phantoms crawling from the sagebrush deep. Keeping secrets only dead men keep. Broken memories cling to my coat. Words unspoken caught in my throat. Lantern sputters with a dying glow, like it knows there's nowhere left to go. Fading lanterns on the final road. Blood on the trail where the truth once flowed. I carry my ghost everywhere I roam, searching for rest in a place called home. Maybe the fire in me burned out too fast. Maybe I'm haunted by the weight of the past. If heaven's a door, I can't find the key. Just wander in shadows and the end of me. Fading lanterns on the final road. Last breath rising with the night's cold load. If redemption comes before I'm alone, let the wind take me where the lost souls go. And so I walked, until even the lantern gave up before I did. But the road kept going, same as it always does. grave. It just waits. And when it does, the dead start moving. He felt the tremble in the wasteland's heartbeat, the shiver running through the ancient sand. The twilight bled into the canyon floor like the earth itself had raised its hand. Then the dust began to spiral upward, curling slow like a serpent in the wind. And shapes began to crawl from the amber haze, faces carved from everywhere he'd sinned. Ghost riders crawling from the dust, born from the bones of the men he'd crushed. Eyes like embers, voices like a rust. They rise when the desert breaks its trust. Ghost riders crawling from the dust, and tonight they're hungry for the just. Phantom stampede, shaking the ridge. The shadows stretched across the firelit cliffs, reaching for him like a broken bridge. He saw the outline of friends turned enemies, men long buried in shallow dirt. Their silhouettes staggered through the swirling storm, each one wearing the memory of her. Riders crawling from the dust, dragging the past he tried to adjust. Whisper sharp as a gunslinger's thrust. The West don't forget it, don't come back. Ghost riders crawling from the dust, and they rise whenever blood's discussed. Behind the roaring wind, soft shaking, calling out his name. The woman he lost to a midnight gunfight, caught forever in a smokeless flame. Her ghost reached through the rising dust, touched cold as a truth he ran from fast. And he knew the riders weren't just hunters, they were the echoes of his shattered past. Riders crawling from the dust, closing in slow as the twilight must. If redemption waits beyond their crust, he'll have to face every lie and lust. Ghost riders crawling from the dust, and tonight they're riding because of us. When the desert wakes its dead, you ain't running from ghosts, you're running from yourself. They say a man can lose many things out here,
but the desert only hungers for one, his name.
Carved stories in the canyon's bone, tracks disappearing like he rode alone. Saloons whispered rumors in a whiskey breath of a rider who bargained too close with death. Old chapel shadows watched him fade, a ghost in the making, a debt unpaid. Every mile he rode, the world grew dim, as if the West was swallowing him. Dust rises, taking what remains, raising footsteps, wiping out the pain. No blood, no trail, no one left to claim. The West that swallowed every trace of him. Ravens circled where the dunes grow steep, garden secrets only lost souls keep. Campfire embers burned their last red light as midnight folded him into the night. The desert whispered with a hollow tone, calling a wanderer back to the unknown. His shadow flickered, thin and grim, like the earth was pulling him deeper in. Dust rises, taking what remains, wiping out his sins like forgotten rain. No cross, no marker, nothing carved for him, just the West that swallowed every trace again. Maybe he ran from the man he became, or maybe the frontier refused his name. Some say he chose it, some say he fell, but the truth stayed buried where the silence dwells. Dust rises, hungry for the last of him, carrying his memory to the canyon's rim. No prayers, no echoes, nothing left to reclaim, only the West swallowing his final name. And when the wind settled, the world said nothing, as if he'd never ridden through it at all. Out here, a man don't ride alone. Not when his past keeps the saddle waiting. Moonlight bleeding on the canyon floor, hoof beats echo from a time before. Cold wind whispers names I tried to lose. Old sins follow like I never had a choice to choose. Dust curls up like a warning sign. Shadows trailing close behind. No matter how far I run the land, there's always shadows riding beside the dam. Black silhouettes where the night unfolds. Stories of my wrongs no soul ever told. Dust in my lungs, fear in my hand. Shadows riding close beside the dam. Ghost town lanterns flicker out of sight. Bones beneath the sagebrush glowing white. A prayer half muttered gets swallowed whole as the dark digs deep into my soul. I hear their voices circling in, whispering every buried sin. My past rides with me, cold and grand. Shadows bound forever to the dam. Black silhouettes where the night unfolds. Echoes of the truths I never controlled. Blood in my footsteps, staining the sand. Shadows riding close beside the dam. Maybe redemption ain't meant for me. Maybe the frontier chose who I'd be. Every mile I roam, the truth stays near. You can't outride the things you fear. Black silhouettes where the night runs thin, breathing down my neck like a long lost sin. If judgment waits on the far off land, let the shadows ride beside this damn man. And so we rode on, me and the ghosts I never buried deep enough. Night falls fast out here. And something always waits for the ones who arrive too late. Fading on the dying line, moon hanging low like a warning sign. Cold wind crawling through the canyon's throat, tugging at the sin stitched into my coat. A broken fence creaks like a whispered prayer. Shadows gather in the open air. I feel the dark pull tight and slide, where vultures wait at the border of night. Circling where the lost ones roll, dust on my breath as I stagger home. Blood in the soil, fear in the light. Vultures waiting at the border of night. Rust red horizon swallowing the day.
Dead branches pointing where the ghosts all stray. Campfire embers dying slow and thin, like they know the dark is closing in. Coyotes watch with a hollow stare, as if they sense I won't leave here. The sky turns quiet, cold and tight, while vultures shift at the border of night. Black wings circling where the lost ones roam, whiskey on my tongue as I walk alone. No mercy coming, no hope inside. Vultures waiting at the border of night. Maybe it's fate, maybe it's the past, hunting me down with a shadow cast. If judgment comes, it won't be kind, just wings and dust, and the end of my time. Ready for the fall, echoes of my sins answering the call. If this is the end, let the wind take flight and feature at the border of night. Funny thing about darkness, it never has to chase you. You always walk into it yourself.